right, a quick detour this morning for Coach Jimmy Patsos. His Siena men's basketball team home tonight against the Bonnies of St. Bonaventure. It's the Franciscan Cup, and going to be a big game downtown at the Times Union Center. And the coach joins us in the middle of all this craziness, Coach, on Eli Manning being benched in favor of Geno Smith. Good morning, Coach.
Yes, how are you, Roger? Is Chris with you?
Chris is not. He's actually at Mohan High School Career Day, telling everyone why it's a good thing to go into our business.
Look, right now, I mean, God, there's so many outlets. Everybody's adding on these programs for TV, radio, communications. It's good for Chris going. Look, it's a growing industry.
No doubt. No doubt. Just chime in a little bit. I'm sure you've heard the news. So a 2-9 team looking ahead to the future. They benched their starter who's hasn't missed a game since 2004 and putting Geno Smith in at quarterback this weekend against the Raiders. What do you think about that, Coach Patsos?
You know, I'm not in there every day, and I'm not even a Giants. I mean, I follow the Ravens really closely, and our organization is lacking a little bit offensively, but we have a great coach, and Flacco's won, and our defense is young. So we have a different situation. We're on the playoff bubble right now, and I think Harbaugh's doing an amazing job, and you can't rock the boat because Joe Flacco, while they're not scoring, has won a Super Bowl and at least gives you a chance to be steady. They are 2-9. I don't know what direction they're going in. I mean, I read the paper like you. The question is Geno Smith the answer? In other words, if it was the Jets and they were going to play Hackenberg and stuff, I would sort of get it. But are they going to, is Geno Smith their quarterback to the future? Is this the end of Eli? I mean, God, he's done so much for the organization. But is Geno Smith your answer for the future? Is that where they're going? I guess what I'm saying, like, we're going young, Roger. I've been tooling my lineup around, trying to find out what's bright because we lost 4 seniors and we play a tough schedule. You have to be careful not to overreact. But I just played some young guys, and it worked out well. We'll see how it works tonight against a really good St. Bonaventure team. But in other words, is Geno Smith the future quarterback?
No,
probably not. So
no,
it's kind of a strange move to me. Is my short answer. My long answer is it's kind of a strange move just because.
Yeah, it really is, Coach. I mean, I would have been fine if you would have went like you. You went young. You see, you know what? I'm putting the 3 freshmen out on the floor, and bingo, great results for you against Hofstra, and hopefully it's the same night against St. Bonaventure where Geno Smith. There's no way he's the future quarterback of the Giants. So why go in that direction? And especially when you have to sit your 2-time Super Bowl MVP Eli Manning. It made no sense to me whatsoever starting Geno Smith.
They've had an interesting year just reading the paper. You know, I read the Post, I read the Times Union, the Gazette. I'll read whatever. In the New York Times, I read on Sundays. The Giants seem like they've had some issues this year, and this is just another in a long line of are they going to blow the whole thing up at the end of the year? It sounds like it. But if I'm Eli, I guess I talked about this yesterday. I was on Levack's show. Do you say, hey, I'm done? Or do you say I want one more run, but it's not with the team? It's certainly going to make it easier for him to say, you know what, I'll go to someplace else like Jacksonville or someplace and play and try to get to the Super Bowl because if this is what you guys think of me, then okay, you know?
Coach, let's get to St. Bonaventure. That's on your mind this morning. Game day for Siena. What is the matchup like tonight? I know their best player, Jalen Adams, a game-time decision. I know what he did against you last year. He's been out with an ankle injury. I read this morning, game-time decision. But in general, with or without him, you're still facing a really good St. Bonaventure team tonight, right?
Yes, they are. They're an outstanding organization. Mark Schmidt does a great job. BC grad. He played for Gary Williams. I worked for Gary Williams, so we know each other. He's a very good guy. Coaches versus Cancer, him and Fran McCaffrey have played together at golf. And he just makes a quality decision of who to play and how to play at St. Bonaventure because it's not the easiest job. It's a Franciscan Cup, so I like that. It's a good rivalry. They're going to be really good. If Adams plays or doesn't play, they're really good. Josh Ianni's a center that we were in the recruitment for at the very end. He went to St. Bonaventure, Atlantic 10. He's playing well. Mobley's one of the best three-point shooters. You know, they have a lot of different weapons. But they're gonna play really hard. They kind of run around and play in a tough matchup zone like Manhattan. But they're scoring the ball. For everybody out there, they beat the Terps. They beat Maryland. And Maryland played great the other night against Syracuse. St. Bonaventure beat them. St. Bonaventure is picked second or third in the Atlantic 10 right now. That's what they're going to come in. Whether they have Jalen Adams or not, he's done a great job getting them revved up to play. It'll be a tough game. I would come out to watch the game. The Times Union Center, Rod, you got to see the front of the Times Union Center. They've cleaned it all up. They just took away the construction. It looks great down there. The video boards are up. But this is a team that's going to be in the NCAA/NIT minimum at the end of this year. This is the St. Bonaventure team's a real team. They're really, really good. And we have to play almost a perfect game, no, but we have to play a really solid, good game, hang around and make some shots to beat them because they are super talented and play really hard.
Another string of games to start the season against all quality opponents for Coach Jimmy Patsos and the Siena men's basketball team. But Coach, I would think you feel pretty good with your team coming off the Hofstra game. Read some quotes from some of your players in the Times Union, and it seemed like that was a huge win and a nice confidence boost for you. And let's see if that mindset can carry over right to tip off tonight.
As usual, Roger, you're right on it. And, you got to be careful. I told the young guys it's great we won. And we played more as a team and as a unit, and everybody seemed to just be willing to pass and made some really good defensive plays together. But you have to stick to that. This isn't because we won, we're going to win the next one. You know how that goes. And Saturday, by the way, we play at 2 p.m. at home against Robert Morris. If I was a fan, I'd come down. The 2 p.m. start against Hofstra was great. There was a lot of buzz around the arena. Little buzz out afterwards. I was walking around. Me and my wife stopped in a few places. Jeff Sperber, our friend from Huck Finn, was there. Craig Allen from All-Star was there. There was a good buzz in the area because it's a 2 o'clock game. So not only would I come tonight, but Saturday at 2 p.m. I'd come down and check it out. But we're sharing the ball. It's not going to be perfect, but the young guys are playing. And I got to give my old guys credit. Evan Fisher was outstanding. Nico was really good. Shivers. In terms of Khalil, hey, it's the young guys. We need you guys. It's fine if they start. Let's all stay together. But we got to share the ball, Roger. It's sharing the ball and playing a little bit better defense, and at least we can hang around. And this is a progress. We're trying to make progress every game because it's about the MAC.
No doubt. Coach, good luck tonight. We'll be rooting for you. Highlights, of course, on News Channel 13 live at 11 tonight.
Yeah, you guys are great. I'm sorry I couldn't come in, Roger. In 2 weeks I'll come in. Just with the day thing, with the game day thing. I got my mind on St. Bonaventure. But come on down tonight and come on down Saturday. But Roger, thanks for everything.